fuck is this, a family reunion?
Yeah.
God damn, it's Brooklyn in the house. All right, we're gonna set this off. Fasten your seatbelts. This shit is definitely real. Now, how many of y'all like sex? We're gonna talk about sex. Now, check this out. Just the other day, right? I went to the top floor of the World Trade Center. They got a bar up there. And I see this bitch got more butt than a box of Newports.
Woo! Now this shit is definitely real.
Hell yeah.
Now how many of y'all like sex? Check this out, man. I'll be having sex sometimes, and this is what you do, man. You know how it is, man. You get the girl down there, a hoe. You bend over, you pull your dick out. What you do? You put your dick inside of the pussy. 17-minute act out. God bless y'all, and remember, let's get the guns off the streets, people. Get the guns off the streets. And then Martin Lawrence comes back on.
There were 157,000 murders in Chicago yesterday.
Yeah. I got caught in a Def Comedy Jam. I don't want to call it a black hole. I want to sound racist. I do not want to sound like a racist.
What voice is that?
It's a Chinese. It's a Chinese guy saying he doesn't want to sound racist.
What's the guy's background? Well, give me a little bit of flavor.
Taiwanese?
The guy I'm doing?
Yeah.
It's a Jewish man doing a racist impression of a Chinese man.
Oh, that's why it's a little off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see it. I see
That's the thing about
I like that.
All these damn Jews are so racist. Every single one of them.
I agree. Yeah. I went to D.C. last week and met a lot of nice fellers.
Yeah.
And they were saying a lot of the same things about Jews I've been saying since I went to camp.
The black Israelites.
Yeah.
They're the original
That's quite
Jews.
a show, by the way.
I love those guys.
Just setting up shop and watching them.
So somebody, I had kind of a legal issue going on this week, so I didn't have time to respond to them. Oh, also, just a heads up, I'm getting a lot of notifications for Facebook messages. If you're messaging me and I'm not responding, I am banned from Facebook. I can't respond to you. I can see the messages, but I can't respond, so I'm not ignoring you. I know a lot of people are probably
people sliding in your DMs trying to suck you off on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I mean, if it's I don't want to say Reddit guys, but basically anyone in any online community is fickle. So you don't respond to them for 2 days, and they're like, "Actually, you know what? Fuck this guy."
Yeah.
So I'm not ignoring you. I just can't. I can't respond to anything.
Hey, guess what? Fuck you, pieces of shit.
Yeah. No,
Nick
stop.
hates you.
Stop. They're gonna
I don't care. I'm the bad boy, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fickle.
I'm the bad boy of the group.
I'm like the administrator. I'm like the chief of medicine here. I don't know what that means. But
Yeah,
like,
I'm House.
Who's the guy that runs the hospital?
You're the sexy Jewish
no, chief
bitch
of
with
medicine
the big
is
nose.
more of a doctor.
So what's the administrator?
It's like the
You're the bitch with the big nose on
CEO
House. I'm
sometimes.
House.
No one watches House, dude.
And Adam
No one
is
knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Adam is I don't know what the gay character.
This
I
is a
don't know.
diagnosis murder household.
You're right.
So
I'm sorry.
basically,
but I am House.
I'm fucking Dick Van Dyke.
Okay.
You're Scott Baio, who's
Yeah,
written
hell
off
yeah.
the show.
But
and
I'm
Adam is the guy that replaced Scott Baio.
yeah.
No, but Scott Baio was so much better than the guy that replaced him.
Yeah, and then he went on to do some bullshit show where he's like a doctor that's also a poet, I think.
Who's Scott
Baio. That's why he left Diagnosis
Really?
Murder, is to do some other shitty daytime
To switch it up,
drama.
to switch up the doctor. He was the dumb doctor.
I forget
he
the
was.
name. I forget. I used to run. I think it's still on Twitter. If you go to twitter.com/PAX Television, I had like a Twitter parody account back when I was struggling to find content that hit. I had where I would just pitch PAX TV shows. So I know that there was one Scott Baio joke on there. Now I can't remember the difference between the Scott Baio joke show I came up with, where he's a doctor that's also a hobbyist beekeeper that moves to the big city and needs to use his bees to, cope with the medicine life in the big city. The best idea I had on that one was it's a show called Checking Engine. And Branscombe Richmond plays a Navajo man that uses stereotypes to solve crimes in an old Tulsa hotel. Branscombe Richmond, by the way, plays Billy Six Gun on the show Renegade, starring Lorenzo Lamas.
Yo, that was a good show.
That show was badass, dude.
I'm trying to watch some Renegade.
I liked Lorenzo Lamas. He was, I'm a fan of a lot of 90s action guys. You know, your Lamases, your Lundgrens. you know,
You would put Lamas in the same category
Yeah,
as Lundgren?
No, Lamas was a TV guy. Lundgren was a movie guy.
I forget the guy who played Adrian on the Highlander TV show.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gabrielle or something.
Union.
Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle
She
Union.
fucks Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
Well, no, hold on. There was a point. Oh yeah. Also, there was some
Dwayne Wade.
there was some guy. There was some
Dwayne
guy. He's like a
Wade.
university. He goes to some school, and he fucking emailed me questions. But then I had this like
Oh,
legal
fuck.
thing.
Oh yeah, the guy.
supposed to
Yeah,
respond
who
to
wants
that
to
guy.
do
Oh,
a
did he
school
email you
report
too?
on us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was like basically I guess maybe I shouldn't just blow up. I guess I could respond to them on the podcast. That's easier than typing.
Was it
Yeah, let's
University
do
of
this right
Montana?
now.
Well, he was like,
Answer these
yeah, I guess I
questions.
could pull him. He was like, are you worried that people are going to think you're a bigot? And it's like, I am, I guess, right?
No.
No.
by the looser modern definition. I don't think anyone.
I don't
being
think
cool.
you are.
I don't think
I
anybody.
don't think substantively you're bigoted. I think that you're.
I run
actually,
a barely ironic podcast. I say racist shit all the time, and I get money from actual Nazis to do it. So, I mean, if
we
I'm
don't know
not,
for
if
sure
I'm
that
not,
they're
if I'm
Nazis.
not a bigot, then Steve Bannon isn't a bigot.
Nah, dude.
We're by the same definition.
You're right. We aren't as funny as Breitbart. That is true. Those are
Well,
some fucking good
Steve
ass.
Bannon made his money off of the Jewish sitcom Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's true.
And we are making our money off of the Nazis, so we're the
Yeah.
opposite.
Well, I read some
Of
shitty
Steve
article
Bannon.
that was like he drew inspiration from who's the filmmaker that made Birth of a Nation?
Fucking the
Oh no, not Birth of a Nation. Triumph of the Will.
Lenny Riefenstahl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
hell
like
yeah.
which is they show in like every film class.
Yeah,
So
she's
to be like,
she's a genius.
Yeah, to be like, oh, he drew inspiration from a Nazi propaganda.
and so was the guy who made Birth
he's like
of
a
a Nation.
filmmaker. Yeah.
What's his fucking name? Not DeMille.
Cecil
Yeah, it
B.
wasn't DeMille.
We're idiots, dude. This is the whole
Fuck
podcast.
It was,
dude, first of all,
I don't know.
if
It
it's
was Michael
not,
Bay.
I think
Yeah.
anything. I used to say any movie that's a silent film is bullshit, not worth watching.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
It's too antiquated, and I'm right about that.
Yeah,
I'm
No,
absolutely
there's
right.
one
You
good
can
one.
No, there's not.
There's
And you-
one
there's
good
not a
one.
single good
Is there one with titties?
I don't care what you're going to say.
You couldn't even have titties back then.
There's
Yes,
one-
you could. In the pre-code Hollywood, you could have titties.
Really?
Yeah, they were much sluttier back then.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Yeah,
women
dude.
played like bigger roles, and then after they introduced like all the
All that
code,
dumb
all that,
shit. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Where like you couldn't
30s.
even kiss.
In,
You
like,
have to like
1938
pan
is
to a
when-
window outside.
But
Yeah,
no,
people
I used
would,
to say
fuck off screen.
no silent movies are worth watching, and then I updated. Now it's no movies without color. A couple years
That's
ago.
fine. I buy that.
Yeah, so
There might
and
be
that-
one or two.
Now it's if it doesn't have CGI in it, it's bad.
Yeah,
I'm
if
serious.
there's no
Because
turtles.
the technology's gotten good enough now.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Scorpion King.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy 3.
yeah, that shit sucks.
I'm saying, I want it in Avatar is the only good movie. Avatar is the only not even a good movie because it's not a good movie, but it's the only movie worth watching anymore.
Wasn't he going to come out with like 12
I won't go to the
avatars?
theater unless it's for
You guys
something
should
like
know
that.
this. I'm shopping around for a 4K television. And basically, what that is it's four 1080p televisions combined into one TV.
Mhm.
So that level of resolution means that's 4 different ways
Yeah.
that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
When I watch a movie, I'm experiencing it to a degree that you'll never experience.
There are
it.
no Steven
Poor
Seagal
piece of
movies
shit.
in 4K.
Yeah. We all
Well-
just got to check for $1,000
Yeah,
a piece.
we're rich, bitch. I'm
We're-
buying a
Cumtown
fucking
is
PS4.
millionaires,
I'm buying a
guys.
$700 blender. I'm fucking making soups in that bitch because that's how hot they
Stav
get.
actually copied my idea to get the blender.
Guess who's gonna buy first, bitch?
I got a
Meaning
funny-
it's my idea.
I got a new TV, guys.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a 3K TV, and it only shows racist.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get
That's
it.
pretty good,
It's a
man.
KTV.
That was really good, Adam. You were sitting on that while we were talking about 4K. Then we started talking about what we're gonna buy.
I'm
with
sorry.
the checks.
I couldn't
a new
get in
topic
there.
of discussion.
I couldn't get
Yeah.
in there.
And you thought
The
this
3K.
3K joke is so good.
I thought
I'm
it
gonna
was-
save it for after a whole nother topic has been introduced.
Well, it was fast. It was fast moving, and it was just one topic.
Well,
Next
maybe
topic.
if
I
you
couldn't
were
really.
feeling the flow of the conversation instead of being pleased with yourself because
Well, I
of the
just thought that
3K
if I
joke.
brought back the 3K joke, that it would be a funny enough joke to disrupt.
So what else are you gonna buy with your stuff?
When I was a kid, I thought.
Sorry.
I thought I get anxiety when people bring up the Klan because as a kid I thought it was Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, me
And-
too. Like,
and-
what do you mean?
Well, hold on. And so I said that to somebody one time. They laughed at me in like 4th grade for saying Ku Klux Klan, and then that's why I guess so. Whenever the Klan comes up, I get nervous,
It's not Clue.
and it's because
It's coup.
It's coup, and it's because like I fucked it up one time.
But I used to think it was
so
like
the thing that makes you
chickens.
nervous about the KKK is the pronunciation.
Yeah.
It's not that their existence, and you're just like,
Yeah,
you
no,
wanna-
that's my privilege is that I get nervous.
you're
About,
nervous
I'm embarrassed about a
about
conversation. I had
pronouncing it
going.
wrong, not
Yeah.
them like fucking doing hate crimes to your
Yeah.
family.
Well, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
Well, no, it does affect you apparently.
How so?
Nick can't handle anti-Semitism.
I thought it was Ku
apparently.
Klux.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
I had to get off Twitter.
Nick quit Twitter because of all the anti-Semitism, and you know what? I support you as an
Yeah.
ally. You know, he's also wearing a yellow star in solidarity with me for the month, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
I support.
Well, we
I
do
got-
make
what
you wear
and
a
I
yellow
did
star.
I have to.
In true
How
punk
else
rock,
will you know?
in true punk rock tradition, I got a giant swastika tattooed on my chest.
Yeah.
and a little arrow underneath it that says "bad." And then, no, get out of here, swastika.
yeah.
underneath, so people know.
Fuck, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
people know that I'm against the swastika.
That's fucking tight as
Yeah,
shit.
it's
yeah.
cool,
It's anti-fascism.
I love
like
being
that.
anti-fascist.
dude.
I love
Anti-fascism
putting pins
is
on my leather
where it's
jacket.
at. Oh, dude, yeah.
Also.
Did you guys see that pin that was like $10,000, like Swarovski
awesome.
crystals and shit?
There's a safety pin.
So funny.
I just mean I like putting like Gigi Allen pins, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a cool guy.
I love.
That's
Gigi
real
Allen.
music, man. Real music is when you just get up there and you take a dump on the stage. And you
Have
make
you
some
seen
guy
the
kiss you,
documentary?
and then you show everyone your dick, and then you smear the shit all over your face. That's
You
real.
talk about
That's real
fucking
music.
kids.
And you eat the poo.
And then you eat the shit.
Eat the poo poo.
And that's like, you know, that's the kind of shit you miss out on with your fucking MP3s and your CDs. You know, that's like
Right.
real vinyl.
Who is the
Visceral. It's immediate. You know,
Yeah.
you're like seeing the man poop on stage. You're smelling the poop on
Uh-huh.
stage. You know, you're seeing him eat it.
Yeah.
It's something more. It's punk rock. You know,
It's punk
like,
rock.
Then there's always some
Punk
poser.
rock.
Punk rock.
Then there's always some poser
Punk rock.
wearing the shit from that show to the show instead
Oh
of shit
yeah,
from an older
fucking
show.
fucking poseur.
You gotta wear last year's the
Absolutely.
shit he left.
He
on
went to the
Nah,
merch
you can't
table
wear
show.
shit from the same guy who
He just
shit
walked
at his
in.
Show.
He
No.
You can't
walked
wear any
in.
shit.
Went to the merch table.
Right.
Bought a T-shirt.
Yeah, no, you gotta have 311's shit.
Yeah,
You gotta have a big
exactly.
turd. Not even the same
Who
genre
the
of music.
fuck? Who the fuck went to a Gigi Allen concert?
You saw that documentary,
Found
right?
out what that was like and was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hell yes, that's what I want to fucking. Some guy screaming, it's gonna smell horrible.
The guy that
he
made-
might rape my mouth while he's fucking.
It's also like you can get that for free in New York City everywhere.
Yeah, just take the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the train is.
Did people? Is it like the only people I knew that were like liked Gigi Allen were just like fucking try hard 13-year-olds, right?
Yeah, that's how it still is.
Were there any grown men at those shows? Were there grown people?
No, it's music for 11-year-old
To say that you're cool, to have zero
that
imagination,
are mad that their dads haven't come back.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I never liked Bukowski. I feel there was a whole period where people were getting into Bukowski, and I'm like, you realize this is trash, right?
It's garbage.
This is really bad.
He's bad at
Jake
writing.
liked Bukowski.
Joe. Well, Jake is a man that of many tastes.
Yeah. Well, no, it's one taste. He liked Bukowski.
Bukowski.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that, Adam?
I think it's cool if he's into that, but I think that I agree with Nick's take because Nick is my boss.
Nick ain't my boss, dude. I'm a fucking independent contractor. I'll do whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
I
you guys
want.
are independent contractors. I'm not necessarily your boss.
No, you're my boss, Chief.
That
Skip.
means if one
Listen,
of you
Skip.
individually gets sued for something that happens on the show, I don't have to help you out.
Well, if I get
What are the odds that someone gets sued for something on this show and it's not you?
if I get injured,
why would I get sued? I've never said anything bad about anybody.
if I get injured on the show,
I
which
said
I'm
true
planning
things.
on,
Was Jake gonna sue me for saying he liked Bukowski? It's fucking true.
No, I'm not talking about that.
if I get injured on the show, I'm gonna file for
Yeah,
Jake
workers'
doesn't even
comp. We
know-
do workman's comp.
No,
Yeah.
that's you don't understand.
No,
We're
you,
fucking independent.
Nick, you
I wanna
have
do
to do it
workers'
if I
comp,
get
dude.
hurt doing Cumtown.
What if I just fucking
Stop it!
slap
Ow!
Adam's bitch ass?
Ow! Stop! Ow! That's a work
Yeah,
related.
what if I hit
injury.
him? Shouldn't you be accountable?
What part of independent contractor don't you understand? If you're employees, yes, actually, because of respondent superior.
Mhm.
Well,
Which
let me be
means
vice
that-
president.
Which means that anything that happens, even something like that, in the course of normal day-to-day business, I would be responsible for it.
I'm gonna
Now,
report
after
you.
that, I could, go and sue you. I could also sue him because you colluded to make it happen.
It wasn't a collusion.
Yeah, you posed it as a hypothetical. First of all, I have 9 lawyers. And everything I say, they go lobby and make it into law.
Oh wow! Holy
Whoa.
shit! I didn't know that. That's fucked up. Dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That's juice. That's real juice.
That's power.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's power.
So we're going to become Wall Street guys.
We have
in
been
the
wearing
Trump
suspenders
administration.
ever since we got these $1,000 checks.
Yeah,
today.
dude. I'm in Hair Club for Men now. I just have a slick
I'm
back
wearing
hair.
suspenders attached to my oversized basketball.
Yeah, that is such a bad look.
I have a French cuff shirt. Stripey.
You do have tie-dye socks though, bitch.
Don't tell the listener.
That's some straight Jewish summer camp socks right there, my dude.
Oh hell yeah! These socks listen to Fish, dude. Guster.
So what's going on this week? I guess
Thanksgiving, bitch.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
I can't wait.
I guess
don't give a fuck.
In honor of Thanksgiving, we have a couple of fun
Mestizos.
little facts. Maybe stuff you didn't
Thanksgiving
know
facts.
about
I think
Thanksgiving.
We've been prepping this bit, so I think it's ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's been in the oven. It's been roasting
yeah, like a turkey,
like
almost.
a turkey. Yeah,
That's
like
pretty
a
good.
big turkey. So
that's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
Adam, do you want to start?
Oh,
I have one. Hold on.
That doesn't pick up
stop!
ever.
Why?
You do that
He does that every
bit.
episode where he farts into the
It's
fucking
funny.
mic.
It just
And
doesn't
you know what?
register.
The fart gets trapped in the wind guard.
Dude, I bet it registers, honestly.
It doesn't. I'm the guy that fucking listens.
Every
to it
once in a
and
while,
edits
one
it.
of them goes through.
No,
That wasn't a good one, but anyway.
they're never good. It's
Also,
never-
you should do better farts. As a
I'm
fat,
trying, man.
As a fat,
I have
you should
not
do
been
better
eating that
farts.
bad, by the way, so...
Yeah, you do very small, lame, like French girl type
I've
farts.
been trying to eat better, that's why.
yeah, you're a fraud.
You should do some thunderous kind of
I've been
wet.
wearing a fat suit. I'm sexy as shit, actually.
You're dead sexy.
Dude, I'm so
I
fucking
wish
hot.
fat suits would come back. Hopefully, in the Trump administration.
Absolutely. That's
Hollywood.
all comedy.
Honestly, people are like, "Oh, this is going to be good for comedy." It's like, yeah, it's going to be good for comedy if comedy goes back to being racist and dumb, because that's good comedy. I mean, seriously, people are like, "Oh, wow, Adventure Time. It's actually got a lot of jokes for adults." And
No,
it's
shut
it's
up.
for babies. You know what had a lot of jokes for adults? Fucking Daffy Duck when he was using the N-word. Those are jokes for adults. You want to talk about children's entertainment? It's meant for a grown man. How about Porky the Pig calling somebody a Jap and shoving bamboo under his fingernails? That's a joke for an adult.
You're dead, Jap.
Those are good adult-oriented children's cartoons.
Yeah.
Coal Black
Gook's
and
allowed.
DeSeven Dwarves.
That is...
You expect
Yeah.
a child to understand the jokes printed on the back of that Murder Incorporated truck?
Well, it's very nuanced and adult.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
The Seven Dwarfs. That shit is so
The
terrible.
prince's teeth are made out of gold, and they've got like dice markings on them.
Well, gold, that's an expensive.
Yeah, children won't understand that.
It's expensive.
They don't
too.
know. They don't know about any of that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, children are fucking stupid as shit.
Yeah.
You're right.
I still think we should make that cool Sultan sketch
That would be a good sketch.
with all this money.
I
we
had
got.
another idea for a fucking sketch the other day. I can't. Oh yeah, it's like a. So it's like a dog fight,
Oh, I love that.
So it's in like
Yeah.
a warehouse.
We could use my dog.
Real tough urban setting.
Yeah, very urban
And it's
setting.
all these dudes that are like, yeah, and then we'll write the N word into it. There'll be a lot of guys like saying, yeah,
Like Scorsese,
I'm gonna
or
say,
like,
I'm gonna say my man
Tarantino.
right now, but you know what I mean when I'm saying it's like, yeah, my man. Let me so they're setting up the dog fight. They got the dogs in the pit, and they're like, yeah, you ready to do this shit, my man? You ready to do it? So this is like the UPN 20 version of the sketch. So they got the dogs there, and then there's a guy with like a boom box, and he hits play on the boom box.
Yeah.
But then the audio is like obviously coming from the boombox. It's not overlaid the shot, and then out of the boombox they're all listening to like "In the Arms of an Angel." Like that's their favorite shit at the dog fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the song they
The
listen
one
to.
from the commercial.
They're like, yeah, that's my shit, my man.
Yeah, my man.
My man.
My man.
Yeah. That's the sketch idea.
Do you
That's
think
really
like
good, my man.
Tarantino, like he's like
You
at
stupid,
his
my man.
keyboard?
My man, please.
This neighborhood has a lot of my mans running around.
Oh, guys, stop it.
So to answer your question, yes, the show is bigoted. It is ironic, but what does it matter? Because it's a slippery slope. Irony. Look, look. That's why I had to leave Twitter. If Ann Coulter's going to openly defend the American Nazi Party,
Yeah, that's tough.
there's no room for guys like me anymore. At least online. Relegated to the world of podcasts, where there's still a little bit of nuance left.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a nuanced.
This is
show.
nuance, dude. That's what I was thinking.
I would break my heart if
The
my
other
daughter
day.
ever brought my man home.
Shut up.
Do you think there's a guy out there that's like, a guy that's like, I don't care if you're gay, you're my son, I love you, but don't you ever bring
A black
Mexican man,
Yes,
a gay
for sure.
Mexican guy.
I think
you can
so.
be gay. In
for
fact,
sure.
I'm glad you're gay.
Yeah,
The Bible actually says it's okay.
yeah.
People read it wrong.
It's like that for gay Jews, where they're like you.
It's better to bring
as long as you bring home another Jew.
Which book actually says that it's wrong to be gay? Leviticus?
Yeah, it's the same one where it's like you can't you can't fucking eat shellfish.
It was my bar mitzvah portion, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Your parents chose it?
No, that was just
They just
around
wanted
my
to send you a
birthday.
message.
Like,
They were-
just in case, you have to make sure he's not
I'd
They're a little
like,
suspicious.
I'd like read it like the
Now, Adam, read this very carefully.
my dad Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
No,
Good day, mate. I'm from South Africa.
I'm Adam's gay dad.
Bloomin' onion, governor. Cheerio.
Oh,
Tip
Nimmy.
top. Put another Buffett on the lorry.
I'm gonna suck off a kangaroo, I am.
that's not how South Africans sound. I can do a South African accent if you want.
No, one
Adam's
gives a shit.
gay.
You don't want to.
Adam, my son is gay.
You want to do our version of the South African accent. We don't want to hear your
I'll have
version.
a gay son named Adam.
He's gay. Oh, he's gay because I ate too many crumpets while I was pregnant.
Well, I was snogging his mom.
Well, in South Africa, the man gets pregnant because he's got a pouch like
I
a
could do
fucking
it.
roo.
I can show you guys a South African
And then he
accent.
sucks a. What he does is he puts a kangaroo's tail up his ass, and then the kangaroo nuts.
And he
in him.
sucks off a wallaby.
Yeah,
my son Adam's
fucking
gay.
country, dude.
I-
It's
I'll
okay
tell
for us
you-
to say that because South Africa's racist. So
yeah.
There was
That's
a,
us doing freedom fighting.
There's
Yeah.
a story my dad used to.
fucking white ass
Down with fucking
white ass South Africa.
There's a story my
what's
dad
it
used
called?
to tell me when I was a
What's that shit
kid.
called? Apartheid.
Yeah.
Down with that shit.
There's a story my dad used to tell me when I was a kid, and
Was he like Adam?
he sat me down and he said, "There was a lion and a great warrior."
Great. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Scottish.
not
That's pretty good Scottish.
No.
Scottish accent.
my-
Unlike
my
our
son
spot
sound like
on
that.
South African accents.
Wait, what were we talking about before we started?
Thanksgiving,
talking about your stupid
irony?
family? No. Oh yeah.
Getting head.
My family's not stupid.
South Africa's pretty stupid.
It's a beautiful
They've
country.
been making so many shitty movies.
Don't- 'cause that guy?
District 9.
It's just that one guy.
Chappie. Yeah, he got away
Chappie
with making
sucks
a
fat
movie.
dick.
No,
District
Chappie's
9.
kind of tight.
No, it's not.
It's not bad. I watched it.
Bad.
I watched it
No,
recently. It's not bad.
It's bad. So,
District 9 was pretty good.
District 9 wasn't that good, and people thought it was good. And then he's like, "What if I made an even shittier movie?"
No, he's like,
And then-
what if, he's like, okay, first of all, we're going to have robots, right? Okay.
No, there's not. The middle one
But
is
the
Elysium.
robots like,
Robots.
represent the blacks,
The Bleaks.
and then everyone else represents the whites, and it's really about apartheid. It's not. It's like it's like
Is that Chappie or is that? Isn't
It's
that
like-
what District 9?
now
was?
that-
That's what District 9 is.
Aren't
That's
they
what
all-
Elysium is. Elysium's the one where
it's all about
fucking
apartheid.
Matt Damon, who like he doesn't he like has some bullshit accent or he speaks Spanish or something. He
I
doesn't
don't know.
speak Spanish or he's the one guy raised in the barrio. That
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
there's like a
The movie
barrio. There's
sucks.
a bunch of fucking Spanish people.
The movie
Oh,
sucks,
bloody-
dude. Elysium
blood out.
sucks. Chappie sucks.
Okay, well, sorry, dude. It's not my fault. I don't know that guy Neil Blomkamp.
I'm mad because we were talking about something and then we got sidetracked.
Thanksgiving, irony, and Coulter, Nazis.
Oh yeah, the Ann Coulter thing. Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that is fucking weird.
She's just outright defending Nazis now.
I'm shocked.
I am. I would think she
I
wouldn't
actually
be
kind
that
of
dumb.
am. Yeah.
You know?
She's
It's legitimately scary that Nazis are just like
she's just a troll,
things that
right?
pundits.
No. People say that all the time. They, like, whenever they're confronted with somebody that, you know, is just has these ridiculous beliefs, they go, oh, they're a troll, which is the case with maybe 2 or 3 people.
She knows how to piss people off, though.
Sure, but she believes it.
Oh, sure.
If her beliefs just piss people off, why wouldn't she anyways?
There are plenty of bigoted idiots that don't know how to piss off a ton of people, and she is not one of them.
Yeah. I don't understand the motivation behind saying, oh, well, they're just a troll or whatever. I think that's like...
I'm not saying that... I'm not saying that as an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that
but there is this like narrative of these people that like just have regular beliefs but put on this fucking, you know, facade. Like people think that about, I
Bill
guess, Glenn
O'Reilly.
Beck, Bill O'Reilly, all these types
That's
of
not
motherfuckers. And I guess I sort of did think that about Ann Coulter.
Well, Glenn Beck and Bill O'Reilly, it makes more sense because they're like former radio guys.
Right.
Glenn
Yeah,
Beck more so.
Bill O'Reilly was
Glenn
like
Beck's got that little
Entertainment
hat
Tonight.
and shit now.
Yeah.
He's got the little hat and that scarf.
Oh, yeah, he
He's
looked terrible
woke.
in that picture.
He looks so funny.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
now he's
retarded.
Black Lives Matter.
Wild Wild
Yeah.
West.
Yeah,
Wild Wild Kanye West.
yeah. He's like Westworld now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he goes to get his dick sucked by fucking barmaidens in Westworld.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he goes
Which,
to
by the
Westworld.
way-
He goes to Westworld to suck Thomas Jefferson's dick.
I fucking watched one episode of Westworld when I was high, and is the point of that thing? These people pay money to have these like fantasy experiences,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
just like a lot of them are just rape. Like
Yeah,
that's-
and
like,
murder.
that just rapes people.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
But I don't
How is that
understand why it
allowed?
has to be the Wild West.
Why would
Because
rape
because
be
it's
like a
not-
destination?
It's
thing?
not rape, but they're having sex with prostitutes in the Wild West.
No, that guy like rapes
but it's also
people.
like there's
You
no way
can
in that
rape
future world
the
they wouldn't
robots.
just have prostitutes.
right.
Like I don't understand why you would go with your family to the Wild West and then you'd be like, honey, you and the boys have fun. I'm going to go have sex with this extremely realistic robot that has its own personality and needs to be wiped at night. Like, it's not cheating because,
Yeah,
You know.
It's like jacking
they
up.
made. It's like if you could rape dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Like that's essentially what this is.
That's what happened.
That's crazy. Why would you? What? I can't believe that's the fucking.
it's because human beings actually have a dark nature.
Oh man,
And that's
Mhm.
that's how you know the show's smart.
that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
It's
kind of like
fucking
Black
neat.
Mirror.
It's for smart people.
I actively hate Westworld, but for
I
some
watched
reason
3 episodes of it. I didn't want to watch it. I watched 10 minutes of the first episode, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a bad show."
Yeah,
and I've kind of been.
it just
I've been
costs so
watching
much
more.
money that I feel like I have to watch it. I don't know why.
Why?
It's stupid. I don't know why.
That's dumb as hell. I watched. I was watching Sopranos again.
I love
I'm
it.
back in. I had never technically finished The Sopranos. I know.
You're
Yo,
a
we got
fucking
some work
idiot,
to
dude.
do.
I know. No, I'm plugging away, dude. That's what I'm doing over Thanksgiving. I'm just fucking eating a steak by myself and watching The Sopranos.
Guys, so Thanksgiving facts. That's what I was trying.
Oh,
to
Oh
right,
yeah.
Fucking-
I didn't sidetrack us on that one. That
Yeah,
was
you
someone
did.
else.
No, I said, Adam, what's your Thanksgiving fact?
And then Stop said
that was our
something.
homework for this week. We're rich now. We have to prepare for this podcast.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have to start writing bits in advance, like all the other good podcasts do. You think Mark Maron just lets his show happen? He's like, nah, how am I gonna act like a cunt?
He
this
writes
week?
all that.
This is a character I'm doing. An
yeah.
obnoxious-
He's actually a really nice guy,
yeah.
but that's his character.
He's an angel.
So Thanksgiving is basically the holiday
going to the fucking post office.
where Christopher Columbus met with the Indians.
That's right. Noted
And-
Italian American
and-
Christopher Columbus.
Right, and he said we're gonna have a lunch. We're gonna have a big old fucking meal,
Yeah.
and then that's
They had
how,
macaroni. They
that's
had
how-
gravy.
That's how we're gonna make peace.
They had a lot of gravy.
Yeah.
They had some gravy.
Very good gravy.
Some macaroni.
And then what happened was, because of his flashy style, his flashy but very accessible style,
Italian
all
style.
the squaws wanted to fuck him. And the chief got mad.
What are squaws? That's a type of Indian.
I think that's a woman.
I think it's like a group of friends.
I thought that was like a woman Indian.
Squad!
A squaw.
Squaggles.
Squaggles.
Squaggles!
And then the Indians got mad and tried to fight him.
Well, what are the types?
And
of
then he had to
Indians?
have a
It's-
genocide.
It's Apache, Dothead,
Savage.
Savage, Muslim,
Red Indian.
Sikh, yeah,
Turban
Sikh
style.
Sikh is actually that's like the SS.
Mhm.
If Muslims are Nazis, if Muslims are Germans, then the Sikhs are like the SS.
Yeah.
They're the Schutzstaffel of.
Yeah.
That's why people are like, oh, these Sikhs are being attacked after 9/11. It's like they had too much pride to do 9/11. It's not they weren't responsible for it because they thought they were too good for it.
It's a cowardly way to die.
Yeah. If the Sikhs could have found a way to chop down the towers, I'm sure they would have, and that justifies it in my mind.
Guys, Nick is just a troll.
No, he believes all this stuff. No, he doesn't.
You know what? I probably brought it up before, but
Tomahawk?
like, where the fuck what happened to those turbans that had the jewel and the feather?
I know that was tough.
Yeah, I could fix Muslim American relations with the general public in fucking 20 minutes. If you just let me sit these people down and just say to them once and for all, bring back the jewel feather turban, wear it,
Muslims even
put it on.
Muslims don't
Just
wear
fucking,
I don't think they have turbans.
We'll pay for it. Just I don't care. Start wearing them. That's what people want.
They do want that.
You make a
That
deal
is
with
funny.
the police. You put a camera in the jewel.
One gold tooth.
Yep.
Yeah, the NSA will pay for the cameras. The Muslims become the police body cams. They get the cool. Everyone thinks they're Aladdin's dad-in-law, Jasmine's dad, the good guy. Because right now, I'm telling you, you're Jafar. Yes, most the people
He had
that
a
voted
turban
for
with
Trump.
a thing too.
He did not have a jewel. And a
I think he
feather.
did. I think he had a red jewel.
No, he was also kind of.
He had a hat.
He was kind of fruity.
That's true. That is. But
Who,
didn't he want
Jafar?
to fuck?
Jafar.
He wanted to fuck
All the bad
Jasmine.
guys were gay.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
Jafar,
dummy bit, yeah.
Jafar was
James
sort
says that as
of
a bit.
Jafar
Very
was
good.
a sort of an Omar Mateen character.
Oh yeah.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
He was like a closeted.
Omar sucks
He
pee.
used
Radical.
to just like go to the gay clubs and be like, I hate it here.
I
hate it.
Yeah.
Everyone's so
I
happy.
don't want to have sex with anybody here. That's my Jafar. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Iago, let me
They're
suck
supposed,
your
they're supposed
parrot
to be
cock.
Muslim in Aladdin, right?
I don't know. They're just supposed to be Arabian.
Arabian, yeah.
Well,
But didn't
everything's
Jafar
made
want to
up.
fuck Jasmine?
Yeah. No, he only wanted to marry Jasmine so he could
For
have
the
like,
power.
ascendancy.
Yeah.
But didn't he have like a weird, creepy wanting to fuck her, fucking eat her?
That's not creepy. She was hot. Why
She
would he
was-
not
What
wanna
if he's gay?
She was the hottest girl
For sure. Well,
out
yeah,
of any
for sure.
Disney girl.
Who?
She was fire, dude. And
Ariel
she
was
had,
hot as shit.
She had ass too.
She
Yeah.
had that ass.
I'm actually only attracted to the POC Disney princesses. In case anyone's listening and keeping score in terms of the things I've said, chuck a big fat. That's like 100 points in the good guy category.
Yeah.
In real life, just
Yeah.
white women.
I actually only wanted to fuck Sebastian, the Jamaican lobster. I wanted to have.
That's huge, man. That's trans species. That's black.
Yeah.
I want
I
to
wanted
fuck
him to use his pinchers on my balls.
Ooh.
Yeah, put his claw in my ass.
Puts his tail in your ass while he
Yeah.
pinches your balls.
Yeah.
The
Oh, no, no,
Jamaican.
yeah.
I want to fuck Mulan when she's dressed as a man.
Yeah.
I want to put the tea kettle. I want to fuck the tea kettle. Warm up that. from
Yeah, I want to
Beauty
put
and
my
the
dick in
Beast.
the tea kettle.
Yeah.
I want the candle to
The
stick
candle in my ass.
that French candle.
Oh.
French candle in my ass. Hey,
I don't know about this one.
what is going on in here?
That has to be the gayest word. Candelabra.
Yeah.
That's the gayest word.
Yeah, well,
there
after
is
the
no
Liberace
way.
documentary, yeah, for sure.
That wasn't bad.
I didn't see it.
That candle definitely went in people's asses. That guy was
Yeah.
definitely a gay candle.
Gaston was
Fuck,
gay.
man.
Gaston was hella
You
gay.
think
Gaston
No.
was the only straight character in
He was a
Beauty and the
misogynist.
Beast.
What are you talking about? The Beast was gay?
They were all gay except Gaston. Gaston's the only guy that's straight. Gaston's assistant, LeFou, holy shit.
Wanted
dude.
to suck
What a-
off Gaston so
what
bad.
a queer. My favorite thing about Beauty and the Beast is that like, first of all, Belle is a piece of shit. That character sucks. She's just like the only person in town that knows how to read, and she's like, I'm
She's just
better
a
than
cunt.
everyone here. Yeah.
Everyone.
He's a fuck. Her dad works hard, like he's got a job making shit. Sure,
Yeah,
the shit
yeah.
he makes sucks, but she's like, no, I'm just gonna read all.
Yeah,
day.
all his adventures did suck dick.
Yeah, she fucking didn't do shit. She sucked. And then everyone in the town is just like, like no one's like, didn't we have a prince at one point?
Yeah.
Wasn't there some kind of government here that like oversaw everything? The prince has just been missing for years. There's a mansion in the woods that no one checks in on.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we might have.
But who else would you fuck though? Sleeping Beauty.
Jasmine, dude, she's so fire.
Yeah, Jasmine is the hottest one.
She's so fire. She had the ass.
Were there any women
And she had the
dwarves?
titties.
Why weren't there any women dwarves?
On what? In
Sleeping Beauty and the Beast, or
No, it's
No,
the
no.
old man.
the other one?
no, there were 7 dwarves.
I love
Oh,
going to
Maleficent probably. She was fucking.
I love going to deviant art accounts where the 7 dwarves are doing gangbang.
Oh, the best shit on
Yeah, that shit is great.
The best
They're
shit
all
on-
just fucking with their little but thick ass midget dicks.
No,
The
they
best
got
shit on
huge
DeviantArt
dicks.
is train sonas. Is
What's that?
autistic people that draw themselves as trains.
Oh, yeah.
So they have
yes.
like, you know, so it'll be like a
Hell yes.
it'll be like a colored pencil drawing of like a Thomas the Tank
Oh.
Engine character, but then it'll have those like those shitty rectangular lens crafters glasses on the train. Just no emotion on the train's face. Like, this is my train sona, Eric. It's a diesel.
Train Sona.
Yeah.
What
Which
a
it
fucking
doesn't even
stupid
make
name.
sense.
Persona.
But it's a train. Yeah.
Damn, that's some good shit. I
Chu
also.
Sona. Oh, Arthur Chu got divorced.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
She left him?
Yeah, she
What did
divorced
Did
his
she
wife-
look good?
his wife. I mean, better than Arthur should be able to do.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Was it right after
Arthur
that
should
Jeopardy
really
money?
only fuck people that look identical to Arthur. There's no lateral shift.
I have seen
There's no
so
lateral
many women
shift
that
of
look like
looking,
him.
looking like that. You
You
know,
want to hear? You want to hear?
you can't be like, oh well, his wife's ugly, but in a different way. Like, that's peak ugly is Arthur.
Yeah.
That is true.
You want to hear?
Arthur looks like the brain bug from the end of Starship Troopers.
Oh fuck, dude.
My cousin. This is a funny kind of racist thing. My cousin
well, we don't want to hear it, man.
is dating a Chinese guy, and she did
So it runs in the
Snapchat.
family.
She did Snapchat face swap with his grandparents, like these 2 little Chinese people. And they look exactly the same as without the face swap.
Yeah. Old Asian people, it's like
Yeah.
completely
It's really
changed.
Do you
cute.
think that's why communism worked in that country? Is because they all look exactly the same?
Yeah, you just replace one. One goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because even the Chinese people, they have to.
They have
on.
to be like, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like with white people, they all came from like at some point all extremely racist countries that insisted on inbreeding for
Yep.
thousands of years. So
Yeah.
that's what you do have some kind
So
of.
we're
like,
all Cocker Spaniels and
yeah,
English
exactly.
Bulldogs.
There's different like breeds of white people, but with China, it's like, I mean, come on. There's like 4 people that live there.
No,
It's like The Sims, dude.
Dude.
It's like China is an entire country built
I
on
would
like
say-
create a wrestler presets. There's one guy that's like an asshole with like tie-dye sweatpants and a parrot on his head,
I think
like
they,
Juggalo makeup.
I think they all look really different.
I think there's at least 12 types.
There's like the Yao Ming. There's the Jackie Chan.
There's sexy bitches. There's different flavors of sexy bitches. You know? Ones with big titties. Ones with that are tall but trim. So that's like 2 people right there. Thoughts?
I think that probably if you live in China, it's probably easier to differentiate between different people that you live with.
I don't know, guys. If we have any Chinese nationalists that listen to the show,
Just call in.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and call in. Let us know whether or not. And I know this is like definitely an extremely stale inquiry.
Oh yeah.
Probably dating back 30 years, but it hasn't been resolved.
Yeah, we're doing
As far as
like
I'm
a
concerned.
we're doing
I'm
like a
not doing
David
this-
Brenner bit right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not
Have
even
you ever
trying to
watched
be an
David
asshole. There's
Brenner?
just no answer.
Oh, I'm getting a call right now.
This better be good, dude. This better be a fucking hilarious thing you have to say if you're going to do a phone act out.
What is it?
They
Adam,
hung-
go
they hung
through
up.
with it.
They hung up, dude.
Who hung up?
Oh, they hung up?
The Chinese national that was calling me.
All right, Thanksgiving facts. So, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are
Do you know
all...
it was originally the Nina the penis in the Santa Maria?
I do now.
I saved it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was Nina, Latina, Rita, Shalandra, Freaka League.
It was a Petey Pablo. Yeah.
There was a 4th ship called the Freaka League.
Freaka League.
Yeah. Petey
Hell
Pablo was the original settler of Catan. Came over from Europe for spices. How fucking funny is that? That like all of the problems as far as racism
'Cause the
goes,
food was
and
too bland?
colonialism, yeah, is because somebody was like, I'm trying to put some hot sauce on my damn bread. That's how Europeans actually talk back in the day.
Yeah.
Because I learned this from the
That's
Black
true.
Israelites, medieval Europe, all black men.
It was.
That's right.
It was all
Just the
Arthur.
kings.
Yeah.
Everyone else was white.
everyone
All
else
the
was white.
subjects were white.
And the queens.
the kings and queens.
Dude, I fucking love them so much.
I know.
I wish I could participate. I would fucking love to be a part of that.
Just dress up in their stupid costumes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just
King Arthur?
screaming at people.
Yeah, King
dude.
Arthur. Oh, he was black. King Arthur was black.
Merlin was black.
Merlin was black.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, none of those people were real.
You know how
Yes,
you spell
They said
Merlin?
they weren't to take them away from us.
You know how you spell Merlin?
M-A-R-Y-L-A-N-D.
M-A-R-Y-L-A-N-D. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Balmer Merlin.
Yeah, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
I was going to roll with you, but I just found out that you're not going home till Friday.
Yeah.
So
I
what
told
the
you
fuck
that.
is that? But Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Yeah, but
So you're not going... What's the fuck is the point of going back on Friday?
well, some of my family's not even going to be there till Friday, so I don't even. Give
you
a
having
fuck
Greek
about-
Thanksgiving?
No, we don't really give a fuck about things. Greek people don't really care about Thanksgiving, so I'm just going to go.
This is why Ann Coulter's right.
That's why
dude.
you should
This
go
is why
back.
I'm going
Yeah.
Friday. I'm going
South-
to
Greek people don't care about Thanksgiving. That's why we need to kick them out. This isn't a women's shelter. It's a
Yep.
country.
Yep. I went to Starbucks today and had them write Thanksgiving on my cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretending they have a problem with it. You have your gun in the selfie video
Yeah.
you're taking. I want you to watch this, YouTube. I'm going into Starbucks now, and I'm having them write Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, Arbor Day, Memorial, every holiday I can on the cup. And if they run out of space, I am discharging my weapon directly
I'm
into
gonna
the face
kill.
of the ethnic barista that's paid too much money. How is that? That's like
That
the
was
last
so
battleground of American
Why are they so mad at
conservatism
Starbucks?
Is fucking lattes.
I'll tell you why. Because if you drive cross country, you go to some of these shitty ass towns in the middle of nowhere.
The only thing they have is a Starbucks.
That's like the most cosmopolitan place they have.
Yeah, dude.
That is New York.
That's the beacon of liberalism.
Yeah.
You walk in there, it's like a fucking Woody Allen movie to these people.
Yeah, I love that. Every year it's fucking something. Well, they were just writing Trump. That shit is so good.
Yeah.
What a fucking protest.
They won't write Trump
I'm gonna give these motherfuckers
Yeah.
$12.
My name is Swastika. You gotta write it on there. That's the rule.
Yeah, like that's even a law or something.
yeah.
Like,
It's in the fucking
They're
Constitution.
the same people that like insist on misgendering people.
yeah.
They're like, I am fucking saying Bruce. They're like, they wrote my name wrong on the cup. On my double shot red eye, flat white, that I had to have mine special. And they wouldn't do it.
So now that you're not rolling, what are you doing? How about you, Adam?
We're having a Thanksgiving at my apartment.
Ooh.
I don't have to go back to Las Vegas.
No Vegas, dude.
Your parents are immigrants too.
My parents are immigrants, but they embrace.
They
a lot of
assimilated like
American
bitches.
Shit.
Unlike my dad, who hates America.
He doesn't like basketball or
He
anything.
hates everything, dude.
Really?
He hates it all. If
He
we
didn't
were
even
brown,
take the language.
fuck no, you couldn't even really speak to him.
Well, my parents were English-speaking immigrants. So
Right.
we had a little bit easier.
My dad got kicked out of his citizenship exam.
Did he?
Yeah. Because they like,
bullshit.
literally, yes. He was like, because he couldn't spell things right, and they were marking him wrong, and he was like, I don't want to be a fucking citizen anyway. Literally, he did just like that. Fucking, he got kicked out. He got tossed, and he never went back.
So wait, he's just overstaying his visa now?
I think he's got some kind. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, he's legal.
Because
and
I will
didn't get
report
my
him.
dad deported.
We will report his ass.
It would be
dude.
so funny if because of Trump, my dad gets deported.
I'm gonna report his ass.
Dude, don't do it, dude. Don't report him. I won't say his name.
Yeah, it's a scary time. You know, it's like in the first Care Bears movie when they call the cousins and
Yeah.
say, we can all help.
But did they win? Did they beat Trump in the Care Bears?
Yeah. Hillary
Because
becomes
of the
president in the
cousins.
Care Bears.
Oh, I just found out that woman, Tulsi Gabbard, on our Smart Politics episode. That was like, yeah, she's going to be the next president.
She's a UN
hot.
ambassador.
She's
or they were
That's
talking
Nikki
about
Haley.
it.
no, that's Nikki Haley.
Yeah, well, she just got it, but they were talking about Tulsi. She met with Trump.
She met with Trump. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
What?
also a fundamentalist Hindu. She like supports Prime Minister Modi in India, like
Modi supported genocide.
Yeah, like killing like all the Muslims in India.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
She was like protesting against gay marriage, like real
What?
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a
So-
good thing you opened
so
your stupid mouth.
When I
about
say
it.
smart shit, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
so
wrong.
for
You're
everyone
also
listening,
wrong about
still,
Adam's
like,
also
You're
I
also
also-
wrong about the fucking stock market, which nobody has apologized to me for yet.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did on the election night. Everyone was like, "Oh, the fucking stock market."
No, I said immediately on election night that they were going to be running hog wild and like making a ton of money until the next fucking collapse, and we have to bail them out again in fucking
No.
5 years.
Everyone was like, "Oh, the markets are collapsing." I was like, "It'll bounce back."
No, and
immediately.
he's going to have a fucking political operative as chairman of the Fed. He's going to lower interest rates around election times, and he's going to keep winning.
Mhm.
And, you know, but that doesn't mean that we're going to have an overall healthy economy.
What do you think the next bubble is?
The next bubble?
Yeah.
I mean, like financial institutions are gonna. It's gonna be the same thing. Like
It's gonna
financial institutions are gonna get way too big, and if any of them fail, we're gonna have massive systemic failure, and it's gonna tank the entire economy.
It probably won't be the finance industry that does it.
it's probably gonna be the
What market is gonna
sex
cause
doll
a bubble?
sex doll industry.
Sex doll. Yeah.
I think
$7
water.
grand now.
You think water's gonna do it?
I think water's the like most important thing in the next 100 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you
Why?
mean they're gonna like?
We're gonna have
fucking-
more water though. The glaciers are melting.
No.
dude.
See, look, these people, they don't even think these things through. Look at him. He's making up excuses now. We're going to melt the ice caps. We're going to import the melted ice caps all the way to Flint.
I think
I'm
that
turning up the trans PP bill.
the trans PP.
Yeah, trans PP bill lets trans people go to China for free to PP in the coke as revenge. Sounds good to me, but it costs a lot of people toilet making jobs.
I went to a toilet factory in Flushing, Queens, where they invented the toilet.
I met all these people. They love me. I said, we're going to flush Hillary. So he's not locking her up now.
No, he's not locking her up.
You should
People
go
are
to
mad as hell.
r/lock her up. It's pretty funny right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, they're very upset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like, he's not the FBI. He's just the fucking president, man. He's like, he can't tell them not to lock her up. Yeah, they're pissed.
Yeah. I love how much they want Hillary Clinton to be in jail.
Oh no,
Why-
like
why do you people? I mean, look, she's a dumb
Trump
bitch,
this
but-
week is like, first of all, I met Obama. He's really cool, guys.
Yeah.
First of all, he's really
My
cool.
my man Kushner is just running shit. It looks like. Who's got a hilarious name?
Kush.
Kushner.
No one's got a
Ivanka-
better name than Mike Crapo.
Yeah. the what is it?
The Crap Man. Hey, Crapster.
Where's he from?
I'm with Crap.
I'm with crap. God damn, if he ran for anything, he's fucking. Who is that guy? Who's Mike Crapo?
He's
Wait,
Idaho.
hold on. He's you.
Man.
He's a senator from Idaho or congressman or something. I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't
Is he
fucking
really me?
Yeah, he's you, dude.
That's fucked up, dude.
Whatever, dude. He'll be in a bathroom trying to fuck a guy pretty soon.
That's why they want to keep trans people out of the bathroom.
Because that's where they try
Like,
to fuck
I might
guys.
accidentally fuck a trans person. Well,
I'm trying to fuck a real man.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to have sex with a real man in the
I've made-
bathroom secretly.
I've made that joke.
Yeah, well, I just made it now.
Yeah.
And nobody's heard you made that joke.
I said it on stage.
None of us witnessed that. Sounds like
Okay.
you're fucking lying again.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
When? Where? What show?
Crooked piece of shit.
I did it at the Hollywood Improv. I did it at the Hollywood Bowl.
The Hollywood
I did it
Bowl.
at the
Yeah, well, I did
Hollywood-
it at fucking Carnegie Hall, dude.
Really?
The Carnegie Deli in line. Across the street from
Is
Carnegie Hall.
that they named the hall after the deli?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was there first.
God damn it! You learn a new thing about this city every freaking
Yeah.
day.
Well,
and that's
Andrew-
what I love about it.
Andrew Carnegie actually took his name from the deli.
He named himself
He
after
was
the
a
deli.
trans woman that lived in the bathroom, and he when he got rid of his dead name, he chose Andrew Carnegie
Wow.
after the
He
deli.
chose his name from because he likes the sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
God, we should get a
He was
deli.
originally named
We should
Jessica
get deli for lunch.
Espinosa.
You guys want to get deli for lunch?
Not really.
No.
Let's go to Katz's.
I want there to be something funny to happen in this episode,
Oh,
so I don't feel bad about it.
Wait, there's funny
That's what I
stuff.
want. No, you know what? It's my fault because I wore workout clothes. I got too comfortable.
Yeah, your T levels
Yeah.
are out of control, dude.
You're wearing your
I can feel it.
compressions
The
right now.
pheromones
I'm
are-
too masculine right now.
It's no time to be funny. You just want to fucking get yoked.
Yeah, I want to snowboard. I want to fucking pull Shaun White's bitch ass hair. How dare he have that hair on my mountain?
He doesn't have it anymore. He
No,
cut it.
not on my mountain.
Not on my fucking mountain, dude.
Not on my
This
beach.
is a soda drinking, crew cut wearing fucking mountain.
Yep.
And if you ponytail boys come up here again, I'm gonna tie your balls to the fucking chairlift and put that shit on full blast and rip them off.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
and
fucked
he
up, man.
surfs too, dude.
He surfs?
Yeah.
Not on my water mountain.
No, this beach, locals only.
Hey, locals only. Hey, everybody do the shaka sign at him.
Listen, look at this fucking behe over here, man. This fucking boohoo behe. Fucking behe.
Just Hawaii voted for Trump, right?
No, Hawaii is like
Hawaii
the most
loves-
liberal state in America.
Hawaii loves Trump. They love him.
They got
Do
that
they?
spam
His haircut looks like the ocean.
That is
dude.
true. They
Yeah.
do
Like
love
the clouds, the
water.
wispy
Yeah.
clouds
Yeah.
over the ocean.
He's very tan. They love
Do they
tanning.
still have a king?
They love having skin cancer.
Yeah, they all do have skin.
Didn't they used to have a king?
They have a king. I feel like the
was like
the king
1,000
the
years
king
ago.
of Hawaii is the guy that like eats a 15-pound burger and gets his picture on the wall.
No, it's the guy from the Punch.
It's whoever the fattest Samoan, some king of the buffet.
Yo, I'm about to challenge those
Mahala ke
motherfuckers,
hoko.
dude.
Yeah.
Let's do a Hawaiian. Let's do a Hawaii
This man has
episode.
drank so much coconut milk.
Hey, this beach is locals only, bro. Yo,
They love
the
getting
king
fat.
is the guy from the Punch guy,
We'll punch.
Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
You know, it's a
that weird-
hat.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a hat. When
That's
I was a
crazy.
kid. I thought
You
it was
thought it was part of his
antlers.
head.
I thought it was
Yeah, I
hair.
thought it was some
Antlers?
weird antler.
No, it's a
thing.
hat.
I thought
It's
it was
one-
weird
it's a
hair.
Hawaiian
Yeah.
style
Well, they
hat.
updated it. They made him. They got a new Hawaiian Punch guy now, who looks like he has cancer. By the way,
Yeah, he does not look good.
Why is he
looks like
so
a real
fucking
pale
pale?
man?
Yeah, I thought it was some weird ginger, like the ginger in City of God.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, I understand he's actually from the favela, but do you understand how confusing this is going to
Yeah,
be
like
to racist American audiences like
Ron
myself?
Weasley.
Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck Archie Andrews is in you know,
Yeah, he should be denying these people
In
welfare
Rio
in an
de
office in
Janeiro,
Rio.
yeah.
He shouldn't be in the slums.
Carrot.
Yeah, fucking Carrot Top in Brazil. Dude, that guy looks fucked up. I met him once.
you met the guy?
When?
Oh,
I saw him at Costco.
I thought you
What,
met
Carrot
the City
Top?
of God guy.
Carrot Top.
At Costco in Vegas?
Yeah, he lives in Vegas.
I would love to walk up to Carrot Top and be like, man, I just got to ask you, where did your name come from? And then just act completely blown away when he's like, it's because I have red hair. Like, oh my God. I never realized that.
Mr. Top, big fan.
Dude, he was buying so many props.
You want to know something autistic about me? My friend like quizzed me one time. He, like Sonic came up. Sonic the
Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog. And like, you know, Tails.
Sure.
And He's
Mhm.
like, do you know Tails' full name? It's like, yeah, it's Miles Tails Prower, which is his full name. His name is Miles Prower.
What the fuck?
That's true. I like happen to know that. And he's like, yeah, it's miles per hour. And I was like, oh, and I just, yeah, it's miles per hour. But I had just known that it was miles per hour. And he was like, wait, you just remembered that as a name? I was like, yeah, I didn't understand why that character. I never like thought about it.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
I thought
right.
it was just like a weird deformed animal that has like a man's name for some reason, like a black
A
tax
squirrel?
attorney's
Yeah.
name. Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds
it's
like
a law office of Miles
Miles
Prower, Esquire.
It
We're
sounds
not
like a
available
personal
right now.
injury.
Please leave a message
Yeah.
and we'll get back to you at our earliest convenience.
Sounds like a South Central LA personal injury attorney.
That's basically an identical joke to what I just said. That adds nothing. That adds literally
Just adding a
nothing
location.
to what the fuck I just said. You're gonna take the joke and now I'm gonna make it mine by saying the exact same fucking thing you did. And you couldn't even
That's
gone
a
with
fucking-
another middle class occupation.
I bought a TV the other day.
That's a classic. Yeah, that's a classic Adam right there,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dude.
I got a 3K.
Shut up, bitch.
3K
Yeah.
TV.
Tails. Tails was a small boy that Sonic fucked, right?
Yeah, Sonic fucked Tails.
Sonic fucked Tails.
I think
Who's
that
the
was
other
like
guy?
a
Who's
video
the
game
red guy?
thing. Like Donkey Kong used
Knuckles.
to fuck
Knuckles is
Diddy
the red
Kong.
guy.
What was Knuckles' thing? Did he fuck Sonic?
No, he punched.
He was a punch guy.
He loved punching.
But do you think he fucked Sonic? Was there a woman in this universe?
Yeah, there's a girl, and I don't know if she's a
She was
hedgehog
yellow.
or- Amy. Amy is the girl.
And did Dr. Robotnik fuck anyone?
No, Dr. Robotnik is asexual German.
Was he German?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, maybe he's Russian or something.
I always figured like he was the villainous Jew. You know what I mean?
I always thought he was like a villainous Jew.
Right? Didn't you? One of the classic archetypes.
Yeah. I just wish I could grow his facial hair. Like
Oh,
just
yeah, yeah.
giant orange triangles coming out from the sides of my face.
Yeah, what is that?
It's just
like a
it-
Chester B. Arthur.
yeah,
kinda.
they just to put no effort into animating this shit. They make it because all of it stems from like when video games were like fucking 8-bit. So
Right.
the proportions fit into whatever they could make look like a distinct shape.
Mhm.
On that screen. So when it
True.
became a cartoon. And they just kept going with that blueprint. They were like, "What the fuck is?"
What does he
I guess
look
that's
It
just
just
what this guy
becomes
looks
some
like.
sort of
Yeah.
freaky, messed
Some
up
weird
shit.
oval.
I want to remember what he looks like.
What's up with Chris Chan these days?
With who?
Chris Chan.
Who's Christian?
Oh, you don't know who Sonichu is?
No,
Christian Weston Chandler?
No.
Oh my God! How
I
the
don't know.
fuck? How have I not told
What
you
is
guys
this, like
about
a
him
computer
before?
thing?
No, it's the most trolled individual in the history of the internet.
Really?
So it sounds like a
Yeah,
computer thing.
I mean, I don't even know if it would be worth it to go into it because I'm sure everyone listening to this knows who Chris Chan is.
I think probably a lot of people don't.
But
Like me and stuff.
well, you're completely ignorant to what I'm talking about, so I don't even know what your frame of reference is to say people do or don't know about it.
I think we have a lot of listeners.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of them. Anyhow, so about 10 years ago,
Yeah.
about 10 years ago, this guy got popular on the internet, on like mostly on 4chan. It was an autistic guy, like a 24-year-old autistic guy, lives with his parents, for posting this video where he's like, "It's wrong to be gay.
Oh,
Being
hell
gay
yeah.
is incorrect, and you should always be straight," or whatever. But he's got around his neck this weird medallion made out of model magic that looks like a yellow Sonic.
Hell yeah.
And people dig deeper, and they find all these cartoons he makes comics that he like looks like shitty. He has the artistic abilities of a fucking 10-year-old. So he draws these comics called Sonichu, which is a character he created that's just Sonic combined with Pikachu.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. But he's a homophobe, or he's weird. So people were like just sort of observing him, but over the years, the trolls became more and more involved in his life, and he had all of these ongoing like dramas. And his main things, at least 10 years ago, were he was in search of a boyfriend-free girlfriend. And he's a self-described a boyfriend-free sweetheart. Is what he would.
Oh,
so he would like
hell
put up. He would
yes.
have a sign that he would write up to be like, "I'm looking for a girlfriend," and he would go sit on the community college campus. But then he had qualifies on there like, "She has to be white. She cannot be, like just
Oh my
racist and
God.
stuff."
Yes.
It's like you're not allowed to be fat or whatever.
Hell yeah.
And he was just
God.
this autistic guy, and like the dean of students, kicked him off, and he got into this feud with the dean or whatever.
Yes.
And then he was constantly being banned from his local GameStop. And so he had these feuds going with it, and he would
That's
make these
devastating.
videos of create a character in like Soul Calibur of him murdering the dean. He would like make the dean, then make a character for himself, and then have videos of him stabbing the dean. And then the police had to get involved. And and it just got
God.
better and better and
That's
better.
awesome.
So he had this quest to find he described himself as noviophobic, which is some bizarre combination of Spanish and Latin
Right,
or
right.
Greek, I
Greek.
guess. Yeah. Which means boyfriend free or boyfriend phobic, you know.
Okay.
And so he became but he just stalks women. Like, you know, there's a woman that worked at the mall that was nice to him, and so he like, unfortunately she was nice to him, so he would just like wait outside the store and stare at her, and she'd be like, "Get out of here," and he would like run away, you know, come back and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
So as he got more and more attention online for his shitty comics, like people started trolling him, and it was all these like 12-year-old boys that would call him up because they sounded like girls. And they would pretend to be girls to troll this grown autistic man.
Oh,
and,
fuck.
like,
Who did
you
he
know,
live with? Parents?
His parents, yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
And, you know, so then obviously his nudes got leaked and videos of him
Yes.
fucking blow up dolls.
Yes.
And screaming like, "Oh, Julie, I love you, Julie." Which is like the name of a 12-year-old boy pretending. And this was like all happening 10 years ago. And he's got, so now he's trans.
Is he?
He's been trans. He basically killed his own father. I think he set their house on fire. He got them kicked out of their house because he uploaded, he's like, a tour of our home, and the Department of like Health found the video, and their home is just in disarray, and there's trash everywhere.
What?
So they got taken out of their home, and
Imagine being this kid's parents.
And a couple of years ago, he got arrested.
We'll buy him a computer. It'll be good for him.
Yeah, he got arrested again at GameStop because they changed. Get this. This is one of my favorite recent Chris Chan things. Sony changed the color of Sonic's arms from tan to blue.
Yes.
Oh.
And he's like, "That's not what Sonic's arms look like."
Yes.
And so he went into the GameStop. And there's video of him doing it. He's fully trans now. So he's dressed like a woman, and he goes into the GameStop, and he's trying to color in Sonic's arms with like a blue magic marker.
Oh, yes.
And the employees are like, "What are you doing?" And he starts macing the employees.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I love that it's like how stupid you are that like Sony makes a change.
Yeah.
So you go to your local GameStop
Yeah.
and decide that's what's going to change it. That's what's going to
Dude,
turn it around.
you got to be the change you seek.
Yeah. No, he's so good. You know what? But he's from an older version of the internet that was much fucking meaner. And that's where, like, you know, Brandon and all these fucking idiots are like, "Oh, I love BB," or whatever. It's like, no,
it's like,
you're exploiting him.
Right.
And at least older fucking generation of internet people had the courage to be mean to these people.
Yeah, positive, like
Yeah, you know,
positive
and pretend
trolling.
like you care about fucking BB, Brandon. You're laughing at a retarded man. Fucking own it.
Yeah. Oh, BB's so nice.
Yeah. Oh, no, BB. Shut up.
No, don't support Trump, BB.
BB, no.
BB must be thrilled. Isn't BB a Trump supporter?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
huge
for
Trump.
sure.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Well, we got to find something to close on. I don't feel like recapping Sonichu for people that already know about Chris Chan is really worth it.
Geez, what else?
I've had nothing, man. I've been dealing with this legal bullshit all week.
Yeah,
I won, by the way. I can't go into details, folks, but chalk one up
good.
for the little guy.
Yeah.
Just looking good. Adam, have you fucked recently?
Actually, I haven't fucked.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
How? What's a little bit?
It's your dick.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Nick, take that back.
No.
Dude, take that shit the fuck back, dude.
No. Take your dick back to the Tiny Dick store.
Dude,
Get
I
a
lost the
fucking
receipt,
refund.
so I can only get store credit.
No, but if
For a
they look
bigger
up
dick.
if you paid for it with your debit card, they could look it up.
I didn't. It was a cash transaction.
You paid cash for your
For my
tiny
little
dick?
dick.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
ripped off.
stupid.
Fuck,
Now,
man.
I tell you, these tiny dicks, a lot of people say that the girls don't like them, but they're wrong. I tell you, they're absolutely wrong. The girls go crazy for these tiny dicks.
It's
They
true.
don't. The only thing they want is to have their clit played with. And that's the whole secret of the penis game. Now, I'm telling you because you don't look like a sucker to me. You look like a straight shooter, and I respect you. And so, what do you say? Right now, right here, let's do it together. Let's make a cash deal for this tiny little dick.
I don't know, mister.
Just
like
do
a
it.
bigger
I'm telling
dick.
you, I'm looking at you now, and I can see that you want it.
For
You
this
want it.
amount of money,
I'm
can I
not
get a
sold.
bigger
I'm
dick?
interested, but I'm not sold.
Yeah,
I think you're going to have to sell me a little harder.
Look, if you maybe you want to put it in the ass in the future. What we're doing is future proofing here. Maybe
Okay.
big dicks are in now, but I'm telling you, in 5.5 years, everybody's gonna want a narrow 2.5 inch. Look what happened to the sedan market. Everyone was saying big cars. We're gonna drive a big car. Oh, we want a big car. And then the Japanese came in with their tiny dicks, and everyone wanted a tiny one.
Yeah, it's true.
That is true.
He's
I'm
making
telling
good
you.
points.
Look, listen to me very close here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sign on the line.
Listen, I gotta talk to my wife before I
Don't
make any...
do that. Don't talk to her, that fucking bitch. That bitch, she's a cunt.
She just doesn't want me to make financial decisions.
You can't listen to her for anything.
Without her
For any one of
permission.
these women that are driving a working man mad.
She
What
just
kind of
said
dick
that-
do you have, sir?
I don't worry about what kind of dick I have. I have whatever dick I need to have. This is about you. This is about a deal I'm giving you here, Shelley. I'm telling you.
Well, it's just we have a joint checking account, and she's gonna see the charge, and I just want to get her permission before I.
I think we've done enough, Jack. I don't think that's really adding anything to it. Thanks for trying, Adam.
What
Yes.
about the insurance policy? Just get more and more mundane into the dick. Is there a warranty on
That's
the
really
dick?
the only impression I can do is him.
Oh, you
No,
got a
that's
couple
not
other
true.
ones,
Nick,
dude.
you're a good actor.
We got
Thanks.
Do you guys know that listeners that Nick in secret is a good actor? He's gonna be in a new movie.
I'm actually method acting as a guy that's not actually racist
for the podcast.
for the podcast.
Oh, I see.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun act out.
You know that whole method acting thing? It sounds like bullshit to me.
It is
Yeah.
bullshit.
You know, like Val Kilmer's like.
You know who the greatest actor of all time is?
Who?
Jennifer
Benny.
Aniston.
Yeah,
I'm serious. 'Cause Jennifer
Aniston.
Jennifer
it's
Aniston.
true.
She goes, you just remember the lines.
You just say the words.
That's it. That's all it is. That's really all it fucking
No,
is.
no, no.
There's some people that are charismatic, and then
Right.
they're just like that in their everyday lives.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, acting is.
Well, no, you gotta get a haircut, and then
You got to get a haircut.
you
that's
get a
right.
haircut, and then you
the
you,
Rachel.
they
You gotta
give
put on
you the
cool
words,
clothes.
and then you say the words.
You could see there was an era of Friends where you could see so much nip, and it was tight.
Yeah.
what?
Everyone was showing nip. Everyone was showing nip.
I was like
in
a
Friends.
bra-free, like
Bra-free
Lilith
era,
Fair,
dude.
kind of 90s.
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
We're feminists.
You know what was crazy on that show is like, so Joey and Chandler have an apartment together, and then they like watch Baywatch because it was
Hot.
it was network television. Yeah, so the implication there was that that was like TV code for Joey and Chandler would sit around watching porn, beating off
Well,
together.
no, there was an episode where they watched porn.
What?
So I think there's an episode where like you get porn for free or whatever. So the actual implication is that they literally were watching Baywatch and beating off together. I think.
Well, maybe
Which
they
is
thought
even
it was a good
stranger.
show.
I think, which
Yeah.
is like watching Baywatch with your boys and beating off.
That had to have been like one of the EPs was also collecting royalties on Baywatch, and they're like, it has to be in the show. You have to force people to watch Baywatch.
I think it was like a 90s.
Another thing people don't
culture.
realize, that theme song was just written for the show.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of people think that that's a song that was just on the radio and then they used it for the show. but
Guys,
Really?
I
Yeah.
have
Rembrandts?
an idea.
yeah.
What about we don't have a theme song right now?
We get the Rembrandts to do it,
We get the Rembrandts.
or we
right
just
us
use the
one.
Friends theme song.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You want to use the Friends theme song now?
Job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's got HIV. There you go.
Yeah, they're not really broke.
I've never
They all had pretty good jobs.
Your
They
job's-
lived in the
Joe's
West
an actor.
Village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he never got. Just call him Joe.
I mean, this is well.
Joey's like a successful
Again, I don't want to
actor.
go into the bit about how Friends is unrealistic because they have a nice apartment. Please don't do that.
I'm just saying that the theme song is a lot of lies.
Yeah, the theme song is a lie.
I wish people fucked as much as people fuck in sitcoms.
Also, where's that fountain's in Central Park, right?
I guess.
Yeah, that's the Angels in
If
America
you
fountain.
did that in that fountain, you would be arrested.
Yeah.
You would be arrested.
And
Unrealistic.
there weren't that many people around, man.
Yeah.
You telling me there wasn't anybody around? You just take your time,
Here's my
do a dance
question.
move.
The Hulk gets mad. How
Mhm.
how does the shorts stay on? That's what I want to know.
Who made Superman's costume?
Oh shit!
Where'd he get that?
So true.
Where does that come from?
He probably could made it himself. Right?
How is he also just like a journalist? He's just also a successful journalist, and that never comes up.
Well, he went to school.
Well, he's smart.
He grew up in Kansas.
He went to
His
college.
father.
But you never hear anything about his journalism career in the comics that I've never read or really paid attention to at all.
Yeah, there's probably an actual explanation for that.
You're running by Mike Lawrence. He's like, actually, there's a whole side story.
Yeah, he
It's
probably read the comics
It's a 700
about him in
comic
journalism
series that's just Superman's articles.
Yeah.
About municipal legislation in fucking Gotham City or whatever.
Yeah. He just went and
Fucking
exposed.
sitting there, turning the page, it's just a drawing of a newspaper that's like, the city council met today to discuss the new bus terminal at the end of Maribeth Avenue. This is good stuff.
It's him trying to get fucking student loans, student loan paperwork's in order.
All right, well, none of this was funny, but, you know, we did an extra long episode. This was
How
certainly,
long was it?
This is hour 10 minutes. So,
Woo! 10 free minutes.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
good.
Let's plug the show.
We got a show on Monday. This Monday at Come On Everybody.
Fuck, I forgot to ask Sam. But Liza Traeger's on it.
Liza
and,
Traeger.
Jordan Temple.
It's
And
Lisa.
Jordan Temple.
Saying her name.
Lisa. Why did I say Liza?
Lisa Traeger.
She's an actual friend of mine, and I know how her name
Yeah,
is.
And it's not
You said it
Traeger,
wrong.
it's Traeger.
It's Traeger. Lisa.
Lisa Traeger.
Well, Lisa's on it. And
Lisa's
she's
on
funny.
it, and she's hilarious, and Jordan Temple's on it. He's very funny, too. And then Sam, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I saw him. I forgot to ask him. But yeah. To double. Anyway, yeah, come to the show.
It's going to be good.
That's it.
All right, you finished?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
bitch,
done.
we're
Okay,
fucking
Nick,
finished.
turn this off now? Or
Yeah,
do you
turn it
wanna
off.
keep
Just turn it the
mentioning
fuck off.
All right.
Just
Shut up,
fuck
bitch.
No, you know,
Keep this.
Turn the fucking thing off.
I'll turn it off when I'm
Turn it
ready
off,
to turn it
bitch.
off.
I'm hungry.
Turn it off.
I want to go.
Turn it
I want to go
off.
to Katz's and eat a
Lock
sandwich
her up.
where that lady
We're not
had a
going to
fake
fucking
orgasm.
I've been to
dude.
Katz's. It's not.
I
want to
sit in the
We're not
fake
going to
orgasm
fucking
chair and eat a
Katz's.
sandwich.
We already talked
I want to go
about.
fucking bake pies.
We already talked
Oh,
about
yeah, we're
the
gonna do that.
Katz's deli thing about
Oh.
the fake orgasm.
I don't know. Sorry.
Remember
We
that?
probably did, yeah.
We did, we?
We definitely did.
Because I got a bit about
You
that.
do have a bit.
On
It's
the
like
pod?
a guttural.
You know what a podcast is for? It's for all the shit that you know wouldn't work at open mic.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we're doing with each other.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I got a TV.
Shut up. Just press the fucking button. Let's go make pies.
Don't fucking it's,
Do it, bitch.
All right.
Just end the.
No, hold on. Here's what I'm going to do. I can turn your mic off. Now I get the final. No, now I get the final word.
My mic turned off too.
Yeah, I turned both of your mics off. So that's been the episode, guys. Thanks for listening. It's not going to pick up.